Hey guys, this is a quick tutorial on how I do whole podcast episodes without all of my fancy schmancy expensive equipment, right? So if you've seen some of my other videos here on the YouTube channel, you know that I've got a Rodecaster Pro, which is about a $600 piece of thing. And I've got a fancy Rode mic, which is another couple $100 piece of thing. And I use Camtasia, which is another $100 piece of thing. And I do all of these things, right? But there's another way that you can do podcast episodes, even if you don't have all the fancy schmancy things. So when people tell you you have to have these things, while they are nice, they do make sound kind of really dope. I'm not even gonna lie. They are not necessary. You can definitely get started. And here's how you do a whole podcast episode, minimal editing. I don't know if I said that, but minimal editing. And like I said, without all the fancy piece of things. So let me make me a little smaller here. I'm going to take me away. Okay, cool. So first thing that we are starting out with, funny enough, I am missing one fancy schmancy piece of thing, which I do think you should have, which is a mic, right? So I am going to plug in. I have a Blue Yeti mic, which is about $100 something on Amazon. Again, you don't have to have it. You can just go with your onboard mic. Like I started out this video with my onboard mic, but I just think it's a little bit crisper sound. If nothing else, at least get the mic. If you got to spend on something first, spend on getting a mic. Then I have Streamyard. So Streamyard is a streaming service that people use in order to go out to like Facebook and YouTube and Facebook Lives. And I think it does some other things. Let's look. I only use it for Facebook and YouTube really, but it does a couple of other ones if I wanted to add a destination. So it does all these. YouTube, well, Periscope is no longer, but it used to do Periscope, Twitch, custom, LinkedIn. So you can go out live to a couple of places using StreamYard, but that's not how we're going to use it today. Right, I'm going to show you guys. So I've got the basic plan, which I think is about $15, $20 a month for StreamYard. I don't have an affiliate link, but if there is a link in here, it probably will be one. That means I got one, but right now I don't have one. And first thing I do is go to create a broadcast, right? So I go to create a broadcast. And now it has pre-recorded videos and new videos. I'm going to do a new one because we're doing a new podcast episode, right? So new broadcast. Instead of choosing any of my 50 billion locations, you see I have somebody sitting up here, I'm going to say record only. So this is only going to make, and I'm just going to say, test. I'm going to say test podcast. So I know what it is, right? This is only going to be recorded. I don't want it to go out to any locations. I can, if I wanted to, do something that is going to be live and going to be do something that's going to be streamed live, and then I'm going to rip it and put it in my podcast. But for today, we're just going to do a regular straight up podcast episode, right? So this is just asking me, my mic, my camera, my things like that. I'm going to say, cool. Keep going. And here's where a little bit of setup is necessary, at least that first time that you do it. If you got the paid account, you can do something in your branding area. The branding area is pretty dope. I'm going to put myself here on the screen so you guys can see me. Hi. Right? The branding area is pretty dope because, you can change colors and themes and logos, all that other type of stuff, but we're not going to really use it for this. What we're going to be using is down here where you see it says video clips, right? So this is very important for what we're going to do. So where it says video clips, you can upload I think it's like 2-minute or 3-minute clips of whatever you want to play. It actually says it right here, right? So max 10 minutes, 200 megabytes. So you can upload little video clips of things that you want to play during your presentation, right? So what I did before I even did this whole part is I took my podcast intro and I did do this in Camtasia because you do it in any video editing software. I just put a couple of pictures up and with some transitions, like a PowerPoint presentation, like nothing super fancy. You'll see in a minute, right? And I put my podcast intro as the music to go with that little slideshow presentation. And then I took those, I did one for my intro, one for my outro, and one for anytime I do an ad. So I have an ad running right now on most of my podcast episodes for my SEO Writer software, which we've talked about here in the channel as well, right? So I'm going to let you guys go find that. I'll put links to some of these videos down there, but I'm going to let you guys go find that there, right? So then when I'm ready to start my episode, I hit record, right? So I say record. I'm not going to do it now because I don't know how weird it'll be with me recording Loom and recording this, and I don't want to mess up this video, right? So I would have hit record, and then I'm going to play the clip.
I'd like to begin with a fact. Whether in a small town like McAllen and the Rio Grande, or in Chicago, New York, or Los Angeles, it is business. Big business.
Welcome to the Girl Get Visible podcast. This show talks about traffic, marketing, and business. This is for the retailers, the coaches, the course creators, and service providers who want to build a legacy. Okay, so I'm going to stop that there so you guys don't have to hear my whole intro. Go listen to the show. You'll hear it, right? So I'm playing my intro, and you see I was still like kind of on camera. I was taking a drink, right? So I'm in the background while that intro is playing, and then when the intro is done, it stops, and I am able to come on and start talking. So I do, hey guys, welcome to the Girl Get Visible podcast, and we are doing da-da-da-da-da, and I would talk. If I had a guest, you can actually invite people. So I could have sent a guest my link and say, hey, guest, come on. And we would talk. Midway through, I cut myself off. It's pretty funny. And I will play the commercial. Are you stuck creating all the content for your business? Are you overwhelmed with all of the writing and things that you need to do to get SEO, to get content, to get... All right, I won't play that whole thing for you guys either, but after the commercial, I would come on, I would continue to talk. Guys, it's been a great episode. I'm glad you've enjoyed it, blah, 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 right? And then I would do the next clip and I would play my outro.
It is business. Big business.
Thanks for listening to the Girl Get Visible podcast. All right, so I would play that, and then I would end the recording. That's it, y'all. You just did a whole podcast episode. How dope is that, right? So you just did a whole podcast episode literally by just playing the clips. Now, two little caveats. Somebody's probably wondering, well, why did you take the time to actually make videos of your clips? One of the things is because I might want to use them here on YouTube, or I might want to use them somewhere else, and so I don't have to go back and edit it again. I said, let me just put this thing, make it so that I could use the video any other places. You will see that I was really bad at sizing my little clips. So normally I will, like when the clip is playing, I'll remove myself from the screen, so it'll just be back like this.
I'd like to begin with a fact. Whether in a small town like McAllen and the Rio Grande, or in...
So normally I would have removed myself so it'll be black in the background and we won't have those problems. But those are all things you do. So you can have as many clips as you want. Well, at least I think as many as you want. Does it say there's a limit? There's no limit, it seems to be, on clips. Right now, I only just have 3 clips for the podcast. These are other clips I use, but I only have 3 for the podcast. I'd record a whole episode. I would finish the episode and then head on over to, once you're done, you can leave the studio area. And you go into past broadcast. Now, here's the thing, especially if you are on the $15, $20 plan, you're on the lowest plan, you only have 15 days to grab these videos, right? So don't say I didn't warn you. If you're going to do this, like I did I'm doing today, a full batch recording day. And if I went away and did not come back and look at my batch recordings at all, I would lose everything. So I don't want you guys to lose everything, right? So make sure immediately, and it downloads pretty fast, right? So make sure you immediately come in and you download your video. So what I would do, and this is one that I literally just did. I just did a live, right? So I would come in here and I would download the recording. And in this case, I could download the stream recording, download the recording, and it's going to give you, I believe it gives you the audio. Here it is. the audio and the video. So I can snatch the video and put it on my YouTube channel, or I can snatch the audio and put it right up on my podcast. And literally, like, if you're one of those people like me, I don't do a lot of the ums and ahs and all that recording, all that like editing. I usually edit in to put my like intro, outro, stuff like that. I could literally just ship this right in to my, wherever I'm uploading. Like, I use Libsyn, so I can put this right into my host and keep it going from there. I would not have to do any editing or anything. If you are someone who wants to edit, you can still take this and do some editing with it as well, but at least you've got the things like your intro and your outro that are already there and ready to go. So that is my little tip for today. Let me know how this video helped you. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you are not already here, subscribe to the channel. We are doing a lot more videos for you guys about growing a business, how to grow a business, SEO, all the things, and some really cool tips on tools that you can use to make your life and your business a lot easier. So hope you're enjoying this. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.